So in this section of the Master Thief 3, we began talking by the basic competencies or capabilities or potentialities required for a real thief. Okay. In that context, we deviated to the competence of language required for the master thief to steal the innermost resources within. So I have found the concept of a master thief was very, very appropriate and suitable to refer to the requirements of reaching enlightenment or to discover the operating self, or to discover that invariant aspect of this wonder called a human being, this human creature, as well as the wonders of everything else in the world. When I read the books of Dhanvantari and Sushruta and Charaka, I am simply spellbound, feeling stupefied actually, wondering about the incomparable power of the attention. That is the word I would like to use of those great rishis. Possibly by just looking at or smelling or feeling or observing the movements of the plants and the trees and the flowers and maybe other organisms in the environment, they could identify the properties of virtually possibly every tree and every plant and every item. Then only they could select some out of them, not some, hundreds of items out of them, plus, secondly, prepare a composition of some of them converted into certain different forms, some to be powdered, some to be boiled, some to be dried in the sun, etc., etc. And then, third, to be applied to cure a certain ailment or anomaly of the human processes. What is that? What is that stealing they have done? It is written that Sushruta, without operating any human body, he could number precisely the arteries and veins of the body, which the modern scientific tools have identified, and the number is the same, something like 72,000 something. Or Bhaskara, the great astronomer, sitting in his whatever cave in wherever, he could identify the precise locations of the planets, not even plus or minus 0.1 degree, which centuries afterwards the so-called radio telescopes could identify. And where are we? Okay, our attention has been twisted to look at the mundane, or the required realities of life and work and sustenance and things like that. So children's attention were forcibly pulled into the direction of numbers and words and books and schools and things like that. Ordinary things were taught to the child. Normal requirements were talked to the child. Normal routines of life were told and talked and trained to the child. Okay. that is continuing, let it be so. Normal distribution of population, we don't expect everybody to be equally wonderful. Nothing in the nature is equally wonderful. All mountains are not equal. That's okay. But all cats are equal. So you should also be constantly focusing our attention to rectify the fallacies of our intellect. Intellect meaning our thinking, our conceptualization, the nature of our memory, the nature of our internal flow of thought, the nature of our so-called creative ways of transposing thinking, visualization and dreaming and all that. That should be the constant work. I say so because other than that there is no greater purpose for human being. A lot of people ask, why this life? Why is a stupid question which we have told you. So an individual why I am here is very clear. To travel the distance of one's own potentiality. In order to exist till then, we have to work, unfortunately today, to make the money to sustain the body processes, food. After food, which may be a tougher task for today, world, I don't know. Even then there is plenty of time, that's what I think. Even after working hours, there is plenty of time to do the journey within, to steal the resources within. And that was the time available for the master thief also. The master thief operated only in the middle of the midnight. Master thief never had the preparation. It is impossible to go to a place, location maybe, and maybe observe a building from outside. Other than that, what? No information. Zero information about the details of the settings and the process and the designs of the house. Especially of a house where very valuable things are kept. That kind of valuable things are only with the nobility or the aristocrats or with the rich people or the feudal chiefs. Such properties must have been kept in very, very complicated kind of lock and key. Plus those houses could be guarded by very ferocious kind of dogs or other human beings with weapons. And the master thief singularly enters that place and reaches the centermost room and opens the most mysterious locks and take the thing and come out completely. Very similarly, we have to traverse the jungles and hills and forests and mountains within, the distances within, and somehow reach that much more mysterious, very subtle. The other palace is a physical device. This is nothing physical. This is extremely, extremely, extremely subtle. Very slippery.